Hey there, Bridge family, it's Pastor Jeff, and today I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about the joy of comforting others. The joy, the blessing that it is to serve and comfort others. I want you to think about this on a personal level, to really search your heart and ask yourself, how do you feel about serving others? What comes to your mind? What's the first instinctive thought that you receive when you consider comforting others, serving others, pouring out for others? Do you think of this as a tremendous blessing, or is this the kind of troublesome, get in the way, ruin your day kind of thing where, well, I guess we've got to do it. Jesus said that we are to be good Samaritans, so I'll go ahead and do it. Think about this. Serving and comforting others. Does it bring a get-to attitude of excitement and truly a heart-pumping, excited time of blessing? Or, on the other hand, is it one of those obligations that we're supposed to do? I don't like to, but I have to. Ask yourself, friends, where and how does comforting and serving others fit into your understanding of your life? Is this something that you have to do or something that you get to do? Do you see the privilege? Do you see the person of Christ in you and through you? Or perhaps better stated, do others see the person of Christ in you and through you when you serve? Do you have an attitude of gratitude, not when you receive service and comfort, but do you have an attitude of gratitude when you get to bring and be that person of serving and comforting? Think about Jesus. It's in Hebrews 12 that we're told right at the very beginning that for the joy set before him, he endured the cross for the Christians. For the joy set before him. Now I want to ask you, friends, do you have a joy set before you that motivates and really stimulates your serving of others? It's again in Galatians 6 verse 2 that we're told that bearing one another's burdens not only is Christ-like, but it fulfills the law of Christ. Do you, friend, think of bearing another's burdens as burdensome to you? I pray that you don't. You see, this verse does not say that you are to take on the burden of bearing others' burdens. No, it says it's the fulfillment of the law of Christ when you and I bear another's burdens, when we shoulder the weight, when we take that which is heavy on them and we carry that in part on our own. That's not a burden to us. That's a blessing to us. This is at the heart of what it is to be a Christ follower in a Christ-like way. That for the joy set before us, we pick up our cross and follow Christ. For the joy set before us, we contend for the faith that was once for all delivered to the saints. For the joy set before us, we comfort the family of God. For the joy set before us, we go and make disciples who make disciples who make disciples. Friend, I wonder where you sit in this understanding. Do you see the bearing of another's burdens as your blessing? Do you see the bearing of another's burdens, the comforting of another? Do you see this as your privilege, as your blessing, or do you see it as a burden? For the joy set before him, Christ endured the cross. May we be those who see in our serving and in our comforting, in our going and in our discipling, in our loving and supporting, may we see the joy set before us the way Christ did for us. Amen and amen.